Letitia, it's been a long time. I have something I'd like to ask you, so I'm wondering if now's an okay time?
Oh, well, if it isn't my little sister Blanca. The one that had her boyfriend stolen by me back in college and then ran back home to her parents crying and then ran off to never come back to us for 7 years. I remember you.
I understand that I've not come home for a very long time now, but I've still kept in touch with Mom and Dad. And the only reason I moved out of the house back then is because I was already planning on living on my own. And what you did to me was just going on at the same time. And as for that man you said you stole from me, he wasn't my boyfriend anymore, and we had already cut ties to one another before you started to date him.
Huh?
I told you time and time again to never go out with that man because he was bad news. But you never listened to me and kept saying that I was trying to keep him to myself and that you were so glad you were able to get him from me.
Huh?
Stop trying to act like you never heard any of that from me. I was never planning on going back out with that man, and the reason for that was pretty clear to me, and I'm sure clear to you now as well.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember how you were only ever able to go out with him on Fridays? Well, that's because you were only his Friday girl.
What the heck is a Friday girl?
You don't know? There's 5 days during the week, before the weekend, Monday through Friday. And he happened to have a girl for every day of the week that he'd go out with. And he'd do that every week, going back to his Monday girl when the week started again.
What?
Sorry, we got a little off topic there. Now, Letitia, right now you're with my husband, Aaron, right?
Huh?
Coming over to my place to make out with him in my bed is absolutely gross, so I'd like for the two of you to stop that right now.
So you found out, huh?
Well, you got that one right.
Well, I guess that sucks, but at least now I don't really need to explain much. But unlike last time, this time I'm actually going to be stealing your man from you, and I'm not going to let him get away from me after. However, what makes this time even more different is that Aaron is married to you.
Well, you're right about that as well.
And one other thing. Just one other thing. I have something to tell you regarding me being with your husband now, and it's the perfect time for this.
What?
I'm pregnant with Aaron's baby.
Huh?
I think the day that he and I first got together was the day he got me pregnant, since we didn't have any protection then. But I'm sure that's a shock to you, since for the longest time now you've been trying for a baby, yet never got pregnant. So I'm sorry that I'll be the one carrying his kid now. I'm saying that I'm sorry that on our first try, we were able to make a baby together and didn't even have to try. And it seems that Aaron has been wanting a baby for so long now, right? Well, I don't think he'll ever be happy with a defect like you, so I'll be getting married to him now.
So this is how you learned about us having trouble making a baby? I see. Well, he and I have been talking to one another for a little while now about getting a divorce and all that comes with it.
Really?
Every single day, he'd blame me for being the reason I could never get pregnant, and it has started to really wear me down a bit. And recently, I just don't feel like being his wife anymore.
What the heck is up with that?
Well, this is all great news for you two. Congrats on getting pregnant with him.
Huh? Are you kidding me right now? You have no right being happy about us right now. I'm the one that's won, and you should not be happy about any of that.
And if that's what you want to think, then go right ahead and keep thinking that you've won. But be aware that I will be getting a settlement from the two of you, so don't dilly-dally on that.
Sure, whatever. It seems to me that Aaron is going to be paying for me as well, so you can ask for however much money you'd like from us. I mean, the guy's making around $1 million a year, so he's got the money to pay you off.
I see. So that's why you ended up wanting to steal him from me then.
Blanca, I'm sure you've already heard about us from your older sister, but everything she said was right. I've become a dad now, and I need to be responsible for the baby. And not just that, but I've also fallen in love with Letitia now. So there's nothing more you can do to get me to stay with you.
Hold on a second. I understand that we've been married for 3 years now, and you and I have been unsuccessful at having a baby together. But remember that just a little while before, you and I went in and took a fertility test at the clinic nearby? Right now, we're waiting on the results of that test, right? So what are we going to do about that?
Well, about that. As you can see, me getting your sister pregnant pretty much means that I'm not the one with the problem, so I guess it means you're the unlucky one in all of this, so sorry.
Are you really sure that you getting her pregnant is the right thing to base the answer off of?
I have a very good reason to doubt me being the one that's infertile. So I think I'll stick with the answer being that you're the one with the issues.
Is that so? All right then. But when I get the results from those tests, you don't need to hear about them from me, right? I'm okay to keep that all to myself?
Well, I already know that I'm not the one with the problems, so I don't care to listen to you tell me that you are infertile. And besides, I'm going to be the one paying you for a settlement anyway for being with your sister now, so you can go ahead and just stop talking to me from now on. I've already been given the okay from your parents, so I don't need to hear from you later that you want me back.
I'm sure that my parents aren't okay with what's going on here. Rather, they don't want your kid growing up in a messed up family without a father, so they're letting you stay with her for the baby's sake.
Well, what difference does that make? All that really matters to me now is if that baby is going to be a boy or a girl, and I can't wait to find out.
I see. Well, I'm going to ask for a lawyer to help with the divorce papers and the settlement, so you can wait to hear things from them and handle things.
Sounds good. I'll be waiting.
Blanca! Thank you so much for getting divorced from Aaron. So now, starting today, he is officially my man and nobody can touch him. I'm sure you've already gotten the money from him, right? Well, if you have, that means we can stop talking about all of this now.
I feel as though there might still be things to talk about later, but who cares, right? By the way, I'm pretty surprised to have learned this, but when you were with Aaron, you had a fiancé yourself, right?
I'm sure I did have one, but he was only making around $80,000 a year. That obviously wasn't enough to afford me for the long haul, and seeing a man before my eyes who's making $1 million a year, well, I couldn't just sit around and let him get away. So that's why I jumped on him.
I can't believe what I'm hearing, but I want to know if Aaron had to pay that guy off as well for you.
Well, of course he has. But Aaron has the money to pay him, so I don't mind. And to be honest, if Aaron wasn't going to offer to pay for me during times like these, I'd leave him in a heartbeat.
You seriously only care about people's money, huh?
Don't feel so jealous about me getting to have him now, okay? It's only fair considering I'm the one with the better butt, and I have to say that my waist has slimmed down quite a bit. If it wasn't for those two things, I'm sure your little pencil body could have kept him on your leash. By the way, we're planning to hand in our marriage papers this week. And thank you again for divorcing him before my belly started to get really large with his baby.
Oh, wow, really? That's so great.
Blanca, I'm finally at my final month of the pregnancy.
Is that so? Well, I'm pretty busy now, so I'll talk to you another time.
Wait! I can see that you may want to act all okay about what's happening here, but I can tell you're hurting from all this news.
No, I'm over being upset about what's happened, Letitia.
You're really going to keep trying to act all tough in front of me?
I have to leave my house soon.
Slow down for just a little bit longer. I have just a bit more that I'd like to talk about. I get that you might want to get out and get back to whatever work or hobby you're up to, but you're still a single woman with no man to look forward to, so all that work and time you have to get to is for nothing.
I'm serious about not having the time right now. I'm going to be late for the plans I have to pick someone up.
Oh? You have to get there to see them that badly? Who is it?
My boyfriend.
Huh?
Bye-bye.
You already have another man by your side? What the heck, Blanca? What the hell is this piece of mail? What are these test results?
Oh, so those finally showed up at your place then. Well, when I was unpacking all my things after moving into my new place, I happened to find that at the bottom of one of my boxes. It must have gotten in there by accident, so I'm sorry for keeping you both waiting on the news. But that's why you're only getting those results from me now.
I don't give a crap about how these got here and why. I want to know what all of this means for Aaron. What does it mean he suffers from male infertility? He told me that you're the one that suffers with that crap, not him.
And right before the two of us got divorced, we took some tests to see who was in trouble. But I got results back saying there was nothing wrong with me.
Huh? Hold on a second. That means that I'm in trouble now.
I'm the one that's got issues? Blanca, why did you never tell me all of this sooner when you got the results in?
Well, even if I wanted to tell you, we had already gotten divorced by the time I got your results, and so I didn't really care to tell you.
But back then, there was still a bunch of time before Letitia was going to have her dang baby, right?
Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't know that my sister was carrying a baby that wasn't your own at the time.
Huh?
You were the one saying that the baby was yours for sure, and telling you both that the baby wasn't yours would have caused her a lot of stress. And it's not good for the baby to stress their mother when they're still inside. Now stop talking to me, Aaron.
He's asking to get a divorce from me. We had to make sure that we weren't just tripping about him not being able to have a baby, and so we took the baby's DNA, and it of course showed that it's not his. When we learned that he couldn't give me a baby, I wanted to start thinking of ways to help fix him and all of that, but why the hell did you not tell the both of us this a whole lot sooner?
Well, when you were talking about stealing him from me, the results hadn't come out yet for the tests we took.
Seriously?
Whether you were planning on taking my husband at the time away from me or not, or whether we had been divorced yet or not, I didn't know a thing about him being 100% infertile. But I'll tell you that when we were talking before the divorce, I asked him if he wanted me to tell him the results or not of the tests when I got them, and he said he didn't care. So stop trying to act as though I was trying to set you both up or anything like that, because I tried to help you both.
For crying out loud! It seems that my ex-boyfriend has found out about all of this now, and he keeps blowing up my phone about wanting me to test and see if he's the father.
Is that right?
No matter what I try and do now, this is all screwed the frick up.
Blanca, how about the two of us get remarried? After hearing that you were able to have a baby now, I guess I can't complain anymore about you, so I think it'd be fine being back together with you and all that. And I get that I can't give you a baby, but hey, at least now we don't have to worry about protection in bed, right? Well, I'm totally alright with us getting things cooking again. And I'm sure you are too. I'm going to start filling out our marriage forms and we'll be over at your place really soon. I can't wait for you to be my wife again. Blanca, what is going on here? I just went to the apartment that you and I have been living in together. And when I went and knocked on the door for you to let me in, a couple that I've never seen before opened the dang door up. When I asked the landlord what happened to you, she said the day after you and I got divorced, you moved out of the apartment with all of your things. When you do something as important as that, you have to tell me those things, okay? I even heard from your sister that you never go back to your parents' house. So where the hell have you run off to? I can't believe it, Blanca. I heard from a friend of mine that you've gotten married to another man now. Please tell me you're at your new place now waiting for me to show up, okay? You still love me and want me to be your husband again, right? Blanca.
I had totally forgotten that I turned all of the notifications from Aaron off, and so the whole time he was texting me, I never saw a thing. But it's been a week now since his last text, and I have to say I think he's given up on trying to get me to come back. Now, to start things off with what happened afterwards, the baby that my sister ended up having turned out to be the baby of a man she used to be engaged to before going to Aaron. Letitia tried to go back to him, asking for the two of them to get back together, but that didn't work. And somewhere along the way, her ex ended up getting custody of the baby and taking it away from her. So for the kid's sake, that's a huge win right there. Anyway, after what happened to her, she went back to her old ways of stealing men from other women and one day wound up with a man who's in serious debt. As of right now, no one is really sure what happened to her and that man, but they're off the grid now. As for my ex, Aaron, being divorced for a second time due to the fact that the baby was never his and that he couldn't handle the pain of being infertile, he became super depressed and stopped going out and to work. He was later fired from that job and is now having to deal with all sorts of costly things like not being able to pay for his house and having to pay a settlement to Letitia after getting that divorce. So all I can really say about him now is that he's struggling to swim out of the deep end of life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hi, May. So, did you get our wedding invitation in the mail yet? I have no clue where you live right now. I know you moved a few years ago, but you never told me your new address. I figured you'd probably set up a redirect thingy, so I just sent it to your old address. I figured you'd probably get it eventually. So, yeah. Did you get it yet?
Yeah, I got it. Seriously though, why did you even bother sending it?
Well, duh. It's because I want you to come to my wedding. Why else would I send you an invitation?
Are you out of your mind, Erica? After everything you've done to me? You started hitting on my husband the day we got married, slept with him a few weeks later, and kept up an affair with him until I found out about it. I have zero interest in going to the wedding of my cheating husband and treacherous sister. You wasted your money on the postage stamp, Erica.
Aw, but you have to come. You have a huge role to play in the ceremony. You need to be there to watch the very moment Taylor and I share our vows. There's no way I'm gonna let you miss that.
So my role is to suffer humiliation at your hands, is it?
Don't worry about what your role is. Just make sure you come to the wedding, got it? Oh, maybe this little tidbit of information will change your mind. Taylor spent $100,000 on the wedding for me.
Seriously?
It must be a shock, I know. After all, he only spent $20,000 on your wedding. Compare those two numbers, May. Which one's bigger? Do you see now? He loves me way more than he ever loved you.
You really are clueless. I told him explicitly that I didn't want a fancy wedding. I just wanted a simple one where we could fully enjoy our time with friends and family. I actually talked him down to $20,000.
Yeah, right. You're just jealous I'm getting a better wedding than you. So, like I said, your attendance at the wedding is mandatory. There's no way I'm gonna miss the jealous look on your face when I walk down the aisle. And just so you know, even if you RSVP that you're not coming, we're preparing a seat for you anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Since we're spending $100,000 on the wedding, the minimum gift amount is set at $5,000. So make sure you bring at least that. Got it?
Were you paying attention at all to this conversation? I said I'm not coming.
Were you paying attention? Your attendance is mandatory. I'm also hiring a special photographer to follow you around to make sure I get some good shots of your humiliation.
Hi there, May. This is Taylor's sister, Sarah. Sorry to contact you out of the blue like this. I know it's been a while. Hi, Sarah. Don't worry about it. I'm glad to hear from you. Wow, but it really has been a while, huh? What's it been? About 7 months? Since, well, you know. Yeah, I really can't tell you enough how sorry I am for what a total jerk my brother was to you. You deserved way better than that. Don't worry about it. It's nothing for you to apologize over. Besides, my harlot of a sister is just as much to blame as Taylor. She's the one that came on to him first. Yeah, you're right. I still feel bad, though. By the way, have you gotten anything in the mail from them recently? Are you talking about the invitation to their wedding? Yeah. If you don't mind, could I ask whether you're planning to be there or not? Nah, I'm not going anywhere near that wedding. But Erica told me the other day that my attendance was mandatory and that she'd be preparing a seat for me whether I'm coming or not, so... I had a good feeling that's what you were going to say. I know this is an incredibly selfish thing to say, and I feel terrible for asking you to do this, but could you please come to the wedding? You want me to come? Why? It's not something that I can talk about just yet, but let me just say that there's something that I think you really ought to see. And don't worry about Taylor and Erica. I'll have a bodyguard on hand to keep them from getting anywhere near you. Wait, so does that mean that you're going to the wedding too? That's a surprise. I was under the impression that you had a falling out with your family, since you ended up taking my side during me and Taylor's divorce. Well, I wasn't going to at first, but my dad was firm in saying that the whole family was going to be there for Taylor's wedding. And I decided that as long as I'm being forced to attend, I may as well use the circumstances to my advantage. Okay, so what's this thing that you want me to see then? You're talking about it kind of cryptically. I know, you must think I'm acting pretty weird right now, but I promise you that I'll tell you about everything before the day of the wedding. Can you trust me? All right, Sarah, I trust you. I'll let Erica know that I'm coming to the wedding. Thank you so much, May. I promise you, you won't regret this.
Oh my God, you're actually coming? I don't believe it.
Weren't you the one who told me my attendance was, quote, mandatory? Besides, I'm only here out of familial duty. After this, I'm never talking to you again.
Whatever. I don't care as long as you're here. I've been waiting so long to see how jealous you are when you see how much better my wedding is than yours was.
Well, lucky you. By the way, as long as I have your attention, mind if I ask you something?
Make it quick. I gotta get ready.
Why did you steal Taylor away from me? I mean, I know that you've always had this dream of marrying a rich guy who'll take care of you, and sure, Taylor did inherit his family's company and is doing pretty well professionally, but he was my husband. Why would you do something like stealing the husband of your own sister?
Oh, that? Isn't it obvious? I wasn't gonna let you land yourself a rich guy before me. You had no right to do that, May.
What?
You remember what Mom and Dad said, don't you? They couldn't believe that you got married before me, even though I'm the cuter daughter. Even Taylor's parents think I'm a better match. You're in your 30s, I'm in my 20s, so I have a way better chance of giving them a grandchild to take over the family company than you. Got that? Taylor thinks I'm better than you. Our parents think I'm better than you. Taylor's parents think I'm better than you. He's mine. I win. You lose.
You're something else, Erica.
Yeah, I know. May, I'm so excited for you to come. Just wait until you see the custom-made Italian wedding dress, the diamond-studded platinum tiara, the caviar appetizers before the grade A5 Wagyu beef main course, the imported French wine. This wedding is filled to the brim with Taylor's love for me, more love than he ever gave you. I wonder how long it'll take until you cry. Maybe 30 seconds, if it even takes that long.
I know it's none of my business, but do you really think an unemployed person will be able to pay for a $100K wedding?
Huh? Who's unemployed? What are you talking about, May? Do you mean me? So what if I'm unemployed? Taylor makes more than enough for me to live the sweet life at home all day. I mean, he's got a maid and everything, so I won't even have to do any cleaning. I'll just be living the life you thought you would be living. And with that, my time's up. I gotta go get ready for the ceremony. I hope you put on plenty of waterproof makeup.
Good morning, May. Are you on your way to the wedding yet? Good morning, Erica. I'm just about to leave my house. Okay, cool. So, about the special surprise we talked about, it's going to happen during the reception dinner. Once you've seen it through to the end, make sure you blend into the crowd when everyone starts leaving the room, okay? Yeah, I got it. Be careful with all the preparation on your end too, Sarah.
No way. This can't be happening. Taylor's not the company president anymore? But why? It was his father's company. He inherited it.
Ah, are you talking about the whistleblower report that Sarah made to the company's board of directors? Yeah, that was really crazy, wasn't it? I particularly liked the part at the end. We hereby find that the company president, Taylor Grift, has abused his position as president and used company funds in order to finance his own extravagant lifestyle, and as such, will be hereby relieved of his position effective immediately.
How could Sarah file a whistleblower report against her own brother? Who does that?
Think about it. He wasn't just satisfied with reporting your dates as business expenses by pretending he was meeting with clients. He even tried to siphon off funds little by little from various departments in order to pay for your $100K wedding. She only did what any decent employee would do when they found out that their boss was stealing the company's money. He embezzled a massive amount of money, Erica. There's not a businessman out there who wouldn't get demoted or worse if they got found out doing that.
Wait a minute. I'll admit, I didn't know he was using company money to pay for our stuff until now, but he controls the company, doesn't he? He was just using his own company's money to pay for his wedding. How is that a bad thing?
Do you know how businesses work? Even the president can't just up and use the company's money however he wants.
He can't?
Have you ever even heard the word embezzlement before? What Taylor did was illegal.
It was?
Yeah, and once the police got involved, the company had no choice but to remove him as president.
But why did she have to do this at our wedding? This was supposed to be the best day of my life, and now it's ruined.
I think you have much, much bigger problems to be concerned with right now, Erica.
Why is this happening to me? My life is over. Hey, May, you there? Tell me what your address is, okay? As soon as possible.
Why?
I've decided that I'm going to divorce Taylor and move in with you. I'm not interested in some broke loser. I only wanted to marry Taylor because he was a rich businessman. And I mean, embezzlement? That's a serious crime, right? I could never stay with a man with such loose morals. Think about the impact he'd have on our children.
It's really ironic to hear that coming from you, Erica.
Stop mocking me. This is serious. Taylor's parents said that they won't pay the $100K for the wedding for us, and we're going to have to pay for it all by ourselves. And our parents all of a sudden moved away without telling me where they were moving to, and they won't answer my calls. You're the only person left I can count on, May.
Tell me, Erica, what made you think that I was going to help you?
Well, you're my older sister, aren't you? An older sister has to look out for her younger sister. We're family.
Yeah, that would normally be the way things worked in a normal relationship between sisters in a normal family, but you can't possibly be under the impression that we're in a normal situation, right?
Okay, so I stole Taylor from you, but now I'm divorcing him.
Good for you, I guess. But that has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm not helping you.
But why not? Your own little sister is about to be thrown out onto the street. Don't you care about that at all?
Nope, not in the slightest.
Really?
This is going to be the last time I say this to you, so listen up. I have not forgiven you for what you did to me. I do not care one single tiny bit about what happens to you now.
May, please.
Even if you tracked down my new address and broke down crying on my doorstep and begging for help, I would give you none. In fact, if you ever come anywhere near my house, I'm calling the police.
You can't do this to me!
I can, and I will. Goodbye, forever. Hi there, May. How have you been? Sarah, it's great to hear from you. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm glad you messaged me. I haven't heard from you since the wedding and wondered what's happened in the meantime. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm actually in the UK right now.
The UK? Really?
Wow, this is just a guess, but did you do that in order to escape from your disaster of a family? Well, yeah, that was one of my major goals when I made the move. But I've been dating a guy who's a UK citizen for quite some time now. We got married a few months ago, so we decided to move here together. After the wedding, I sent a letter to all of my family telling them exactly why they're never going to see me or any of our children ever again, packed up my things, and left the country. Wow, that's awesome. I'm really happy for you. Thanks, May. How about you? How did things turn out for you after that? Just fine, thanks. No problems at all. I was worried that Taylor or Erica might try and find me for a little while, but from what I hear, they have bigger problems to worry about than me. Man, I sure would like to visit the UK. I bet it's fantastic over there. You interested in coming over? Well, yeah, who wouldn't be? But my company is thinking about having me sent to one of their branches over in Japan within the next year or so. They said that it would be a big promotion for me and would come with a commensurate pay raise, but it also sounds like once I commit to it, I'm gonna be stuck over there for at least the next 20 years. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about that recently. Still not sure what I'm gonna do. Now that I hear you talking about your overseas adventures, though, I don't know, maybe it won't be so bad. Well, I'm kind of on the opposite side of the world, but if there's anything you want to ask me about moving overseas, let me know, and I'll help however I can. Thanks, Sarah. You'll be the first person I ask. After a lot of thought and discussions with my company, I decided to accept their offer. I'm moving to Japan. Meanwhile, things aren't going so well for my sister. Taylor and his parents wouldn't consent to the divorce, so she's now stuck with working her butt off in order to pay the money Taylor stole from the company along with him. She's never had a job before in her life, so she's now stuck working awful shifts at a convenience store downtown. At this rate, they might have it paid back by the time they're 65. And don't worry about my parents. Karma came for them in the end, too. Turns out they received some of the money Taylor stole from his company, and they ran away to try and escape the bill that was about to come due. But they ended up getting in a huge car wreck on the way to their new house, leaving them both with permanent injuries. So now, my darling younger sister not only has to pay back the debt her husband owes while he's in prison, but also has to make enough in order to provide full-time help for my parents, since there's no way I'm going to give them a cent. So, honestly, I'm actually kind of glad that she took that scumbag Taylor off my hands for me. If she hadn't, then right now, I would be the one dealing with all of that. I really dodged a bullet, didn't I?
Oh, Yasmin, do you still exist? It's been a minute since we last spoke.
Am I really hearing from you right now, Sasha?
I think the last time we saw each other was our high school reunion. That was about 5 years ago, right?
That sounds about right to me. Since you're contacting me, might I ask what you want?
Excuse me, I feel like you're being a little bit blunt with me, strangely enough.
Oh, is that so? Were you not originally aware of that?
What are you talking about, Yasmin?
When we were in the same year group, everyone was super cautious with you. Did you not realize that?
What do you mean? Why would you be cautious of me?
Perhaps it's because you've had affairs with 2 of our classmates' husbands so far. And on top of that, you went after them for money. So everyone is accusing you of being a gold-digging husband stealer.
Oh, really now? That's just crazy talk. It just so happened to be that he was a rich guy, and that he was married. The person I fell in love with just happened to be a highly capable human being. Well, it just might be that I'm destined to be easily loved by these types of men, but it might also be a sin.
You don't have any type of remorse over this.
But I wonder, what's so wrong about people who love each other and want to be together? Not much, Yasmin.
You're not supposed to lay hands on a married man. You know that, right?
I can't help that I love them. You're saying that it's not good to fall in love with a man who's taken, but sometimes you can't help the situation.
Anyways, enough about that. There's a lot of wariness amongst our classmates about you. You should realize that, surely.
I should? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? It seems that you've put yourself away on the highest shelf out of reach, don't you think?
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
You don't think I can't reach you and turn things upside down, do you? I'm contacting you today to give up your husband so I can take him. Please and thank you.
Uh-huh. What the heck did you just say to me?
Oh, Yasmin, don't say or question anything right now. You don't think that if I didn't dig my hands in the sand looking for your husband that I wouldn't find you, did you? But I did, and it looks like there's not much any of us can do right now because Dylan and I have fallen in love with each other.
Sasha, are you messing with me? What did you do with the husband that you stole from our classmate a year ago?
I broke up since I ended up meeting a better man, and that was Dylan.
How can you break up with men so easily after ruining their marriages to others? What's even worse is that you're creating a third unfaithful act. You're crazy.
But I'm pretty sure this time that I've fallen in love with Dylan though. We are seriously in love with each other, so this doesn't count as cheating.
Sasha, if you say so.
It can't be helped if I had to pay alimony even though we're not having an affair. You know about my feelings for him right now. Fortunately, Dylan earns about $500 a year.
How do you know that?
I'm sure that he'll pay the alimony just so he can be with me. So I want you to hurry up and divorce him so Dylan and I can be together already. Pretty please, Yasmin?
Oh, right. So that's what you really want then.
Why, of course. Don't get me wrong, okay? I just didn't happen to fall in love with a man who earns $500,000 a year. I'm just in it for the money or anything else.
I see what you mean, Sasha. Just to be clear, how long have you been in a relationship with Dylan?
We got together about 4 months ago.
I see. Well, I suppose you don't have to pay the alimony if that's the case.
I don't have to pay anything?
I have no reason to take any money from you, Sasha.
Is it because you can clearly see that we have really, truly fallen in love with each other? You believe that our love is real, right?
No, I just think that there's no reason for me to take any money from you.
Whoa, really? This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Dylan and I are going to be so happy together. You'll see.
Jade, I need to ask you a question. When do you plan on moving out of this apartment building?
What? Oh, hey Yasmin. What are you talking about? We don't have the money to move somewhere else. Have you just come to message me and laugh about how poor we are? Oh, just because we're cousins, it doesn't mean that you can easily say those sort of things when we interact.
Jade, that's not it at all. I'm having some trouble at the moment, and I just thought you should know.
Oh, really now? It's been a while since you were in the last spot of bother. You married Dylan before you knew what he was really like, so it can't be helped now if you didn't know what you were getting into by being together. So, would you please stop coming to me with all of your issues?
It seems like Dylan has a new girlfriend.
A new girlfriend? What?
Just before, I got a message from a woman who thinks that Dylan is still my husband, and this woman revealed to me that she's a perfect match for Dylan.
Oh my god, really? This must be some kind of practical joke, right?
It's up to you if you believe what I'm saying or not. I'll send you a screenshot of the conversation I had with her. You can form your opinions about it, and please get back to me about it. I need some sort of advice, Jade.
What the heck is this madness? What an absolutely crazy man. Even though he lied about his annual income and he's reduced me into being in poverty. I'm in debt because of the alimony and I'm working hard while saving money for moving expenses and now he's cheating again?
I just find it funny that the reason why you're in this situation is because of the gold digging. So both of you have the same misunderstanding.
Shut up, Yasmin.
Well, that's why. If I'm being honest, I'm really busy and I don't want to buy any more into this, so I'm sorry. Dylan's current wife should be the one to take over the battle with Sasha.
Yasmin, we need to talk. What are you planning on doing about this? You promised me this would have a different outcome. Didn't you say that I didn't have to pay any alimony? What's this thing that you sent me in the mail? An alimony request letter? You wrote saying that I do need to pay alimony? You're such a big fat liar. Aren't you rotten to the core?
That's a bit of a crazy thing to say. I'm not lying to you, Sasha.
I don't understand. Why you're wanting me to pay alimony then? If you want it, Dylan has the money, so he should be able to pay for it without too much difficulty. Isn't it wrong to break a promise to someone? I'm never going to pay you the alimony.
Okay, you really need to chill out, Sasha. Also, how about you take a closer look at who actually sent you the letter?
What do you mean? Is it not from you?
Does it look like my name's on the letter, Sasha?
Okay, I'll take a look. Wait, hold up. Jade Fellows? What? Who's this person?
Jade's my cousin. She's Dylan's current wife.
Wait, current wife? What? What the heck is going on here? But isn't Dylan's current wife you, Yasmin?
If we're talking about 6 months ago, then yeah, sure.
6 months ago? So you're still together, right?
No, Sasha. Dylan and I got a divorce about 6 months ago.
I don't understand. Why?
Well, the main reason why we got a divorce was because he was having an affair with my cousin, Jade.
But how can that be?
You and Dylan have been in a relationship for about 4 months, right? There's no way that I would claim any alimony from you if I broke up with Dylan beforehand. You see?
No, wait just a minute. Yasmin, what the heck's going on here? You and Dylan are still living in the same apartment building. I saw you both on separate occasions, but I've seen you both recently. But now, your current cousin Jade is his current wife? What the heck is with this situation?
Well, there are many things wrong with this situation, Sasha. Originally, Dylan and I, and Jade, and her husband were all living in the same apartment building. So, both Jade and I are cousins, and we were both in relationships with other men. The problem came up about 6 months ago that her and Dylan were having an affair, and then her husband divorced. It seemed like Jade got married about 100 days after she was allowed to remarry someone else.
Did this really happen?
Yes, but there's obviously still problems. Like, shouldn't Dylan and Jade be paying me alimony to me and my ex-husband?
Well, yeah, that's true, but surely Dylan would have paid the alimony off really quickly.
Nope, they both borrowed the money to pay for it.
What do you mean?
That's why they can't move out of their apartment, because the money for that is all gone. Well, Jade is at the mercy of her ex-husband as the rental contract for their current apartment is about to expire.
Hold up a second, why did Dylan borrow money? He said that he earns about $500,000 a year, so he should be able to pay the alimony at a push of the button, and have heaps left over, right?
Sasha, Dylan is unemployed.
What are you talking about? Doesn't he earn big bucks?
The company that he worked for filed for bankruptcy over a year ago. Haven't you heard that he's been a freeloader ever since?
He's leeching off his partners?
I'm the one who earns about $500,000 a year.
No way! You're the one earning all that money? That's gotta be a complete and utter lie.
I took over my grandfather's company about 5 years ago. Besides that, I personally do a lot of things to earn more cash, such as stock investment.
So with that, you're making about $500,000 every year?
Yes, that's correct.
That's insane! How can this be? So Dylan, he's rich but also unemployed, right?
Nope, he's drowning in debt. Was that not obvious to you?
He got debts problems?
That's why it doesn't make sense for me to plunder off large amounts of money from him if he's just a nobody to me now.
This is so hard to believe. I thought that I could live in the luxurious apartment building with him.
There's no way that Dylan can renew his apartment contract if he's not earning any money. It's just impossible, really.
When it comes to the alimony, he won't even want to be with me. What should I do? I've been disowned by my parents, so I can't go to them for help.
I would actually do something about it yourself and get some muscle behind you. It's just a natural thing to do when these sorts of things develop.
But I've never had to work before.
Well, it looks like you'll have to get into the real world and start working.
How am I supposed to find anyone that will give me a job?
For the time being, you'll need to go to a recruitment agency.
Ew, this completely sucks. I don't understand why this had to happen to me.
What is it that you don't understand now, Sasha?
Didn't you realize that I need to be lent some money?
I never said that I would lend you any money, Sasha.
You totally said that you would. Even though you said it in a roundabout sort of way, I still guess that you could do that for me. You're my friend, Yasmin.
You know that we're far from friends, right?
What do you mean? We went to high school together.
When we were in high school, we hung out with other friends a few times. But at the class reunion, you were pestering me so much about everything, including getting my phone number, and so I gave it to you so you would leave me alone. Otherwise, there was no interaction between us after that. How can I be a friend if you see me at a lower level than you?
Okay, well, I want us to be friends from now on, Yasmin.
Yeah, no, I don't need you as a friend, Sasha. It's rather annoying even just knowing someone like you.
What? How could you say such a lie?
Don't bother contacting me again. I don't want to hear from you. A few days later, Sasha and Jade got into a fight in front of the apartment and got in trouble with the police. Their clothes were torn and the parts of the body that shouldn't be shown in public were exposed. At the time of the argument, they were shouting things like, "I can't pay alimony when I don't have money," and "You're cheating with someone else's husband." With Dylan being in debt and unemployed, neither woman wanted to even touch him, so it seems like he's the only one that completely lost the battle. Later on, Dylan and Jade got a divorce and both moved out. Dylan is said to have paid the alimony, although it was only a small amount initially. Also, Sasha managed to find some money from somewhere to pay the alimony in a lump sum. The details after all the drama are unknown. Rumor has it that she sunk into a bubble bath, never to be heard of again.
Hey, Linda. How are you? Hey, Mom. Yeah, doing okay. What's up? Must have been at least 1 month since we last talked. Seriously? Has it been that long? Sorry I haven't been able to contact you. I've been pretty busy. Busier than I thought, actually. And the time difference can get a bit confusing. Yeah, well, I've been pretty busy too. Your father will finish up his business assignment here in Australia in about a month and will finally be home again. I have all this stuff in the house accumulated after living here for the past 5 years. Cleaning that up is really taking up time. Better than having nothing to do, I suppose. So, what are you up to today? You have anything planned? Dan's parents are stopping by today, so I have to get the room cleaned up and do a little shopping for dinner tonight. Seriously? Are they coming over again? Didn't they just visit last week? Did I mention that to you? Oh no. I have a friend that lives nearby, and she mentioned that she saw them visiting. I know. Seems kind of nosy. Oh, yeah? Hey, Linda. I really don't want to criticize Dan's folks, but don't you think they visit a little too often? Doesn't seem normal. You think? Doesn't really bother me. Are you okay? I mean, you're not being pressured or anything. No, nothing like that. It's just that they want to see their grandkids soon, so they tend to be a little overindulgent. I see. Are you sure you're okay? You're not tired, are you? You always say they are very nice, but I hear they tend to be strict sometimes. Don't worry about me, Mom. I'm fine. Besides, Dan's here to protect me. He's a sweetie. His parents are strict at times, but I think it's only because they're concerned about my well-being. That's all. I actually should be grateful to them. If you say so, Linda. But just keep this in mind. I'm always here to help you. Don't forget that. Call me anytime you want. Like I said, Mom, I'm fine. Don't worry. I better get going. I'm pretty busy today. I'll contact you later on. See ya, Mom. All right. Just don't overexert yourself. Dan, are you there? Answer me.
What do you want, Linda? I'm busy.
Where the hell are you?
I'm at the airport. Where do you think?
Does that mean that note you left on the kitchen table? Is that true? Are you really going off to Hawaii with your folks?
Yeah, that's why I left the note. Are you daft?
Are you really going to Hawaii?
What do you think? Take care of the place while we're gone, would you?
Is it just the three of you?
Yeah, me, Mom, and Dad, the whole family. Who else did you have in mind?
I thought I was a member of the family, to be honest.
You? No way. You have to stay home. We need someone to provide for us, right?
What are you saying, Dan? Aren't we family? We're married, aren't we?
Yeah, we're married, but not related by blood, so I wouldn't put you in the same category as family. Mom and Dad say they feel the same way. By democratic standards, that means it's 3-1 vote in favor of you not being a member of the family.
How could you even say that, Dan? You act like I'm just some item.
I really don't have time for this, Linda. They just announced that they are boarding. Better get on. Hawaii, here we come! See you when we see you. As for you, just work and bring home the bread and butter.
Dan, wait, don't go. Hey, Linda, you there? I was just looking through Dan's Insta page. Are you guys on holiday in Hawaii or something? You saw that? Yeah, some pictures of him and his parents at the airport announcing that they're on their way to Hawaii on holiday. Yeah, right. I wasn't invited though. I have to stay home and take care of the house. Oh well. Besides, I don't have time. I have to bring home the bacon, so to speak. Excuse me? Did I just hear you right, Linda? Are you seriously saying that only Dan and his parents went to Hawaii? How could Dan leave his wife at home and go off on a Hawaiian holiday? That makes no sense. Dan's a regular office worker, not some hotshot businessman, right? I mean, he can go on a Hawaiian vacation, so he must not be doing so bad. Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? It's a wife's job to make her husband happy, right? Linda, I never complained about who you wanted to marry. As long as you were happy, I was fine with it. I believe in you. But if you think that maybe you made a mistake, that you're maybe not as happy as you thought, it may be a good idea to change directions before it's too late. Or even seek the advice of your parents. There's nothing shameful in that, just so you know. There is one thing I'm certain of. I didn't send you off to get married so that you would be unhappy. Mom, I wanted to. I know. Just let it out. Talk to me, Linda. He's not working at all. Pardon me? Dan, he's unemployed at the moment. He quit his job 3 months ago. He takes on various part-time stuff every now and then, but he uses that money for his own pleasure. Wait, Linda, back it up a bit, would you? You're saying after he quit his job, he hasn't given you a dime? Yes, that's right. His parents are on Social Security, and the amount they receive just does not cover everything, so he said we shouldn't rely on them for any support. That's why I have to work. I have to support Dan and his parents. And who's paying for the Hawaii vacation? Dan's out of a job. Shouldn't he be working on trying to find a new job and not be vacationing? He's got his priorities all mixed up if you ask me. As a matter of fact, he should be cutting back on spending. The money for that vacation? He used the money I made this month without my permission. Are you telling me that Dan and his parents are on vacation in Hawaii using your hard-earned money? Yeah, that's right. I was going to use that money to pay off some debts, but he dug through my belongings and found this month's pay. I had just returned from the bank. He took every penny. I need money to eat, so I took on another part-time job. They pay on the spot, so... You do realize that this is just simply... nonsensical. Yeah, I guess. Can I ask you something, Linda? I know you had a substantial amount saved up while you were single. You haven't used any of that, have you? Yeah, I was going to tell you about that. Dan got a hold of my cash card and somehow figured out the password. He used my savings to buy his parents expensive gifts and took them to fancy restaurants. He also bought his mistress an expensive brand handbag. Did you just say his mistress? Yes, I'm pretty sure he took her to his trip to Hawaii. And Dan's parents know this and welcome this immoral relationship? Is that what you're saying? When are Dan and his entourage getting back from this so-called vacation? Let's see. 5 days. So, next Saturday. Next Saturday? Huh. Okay. Linda, I want you to come home right now. Huh? Come home? You mean home? Your father and I will be back the day after tomorrow. We'll both be at the house. Go pack your things and be ready to escape at any time. Got that? Mom, really? You'll do that for me? Of course, my dear. I'm always on your side, Linda. What are mothers for? I will do anything to help you. Don't forget that. Don't you dare keep this all to yourself. We're here to protect you. I don't know what to say, Mom. I can't thank you and Dad enough. I should have told you sooner. I'm going to do this. I'm going back home.
Hey Linda, where the hell are you? We just landed at the airport. Come pick us up ASAP. Hello, Linda. Pick the damn phone up, would ya? Always vanishes right when you need me. Sheesh. What use is she? All you got going for you is to clean the house and cook for us. Oh yeah, and financial support. Can't forget that. Pick up the damn phone and get your ass moving for God's sakes.
Hello, Dan. How are you? This is Linda's mom. It's been quite some time since we last talked, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hello? Sure has been a long time. Great to hear from you. Unusual to get a line message from you. What's up?
You just sent Linda a message, so I'm replying on her behalf.
Excuse me?
Maybe what I'm about to say will explain the situation you're in.
Have you returned stateside from your husband's assignment in Australia?
Yes, that's right. It was a long 5-year assignment, but we're finally back. Just arrived back home a few days ago.
Seriously? I thought you guys were going to get a permanent resident and just live over there.
Excuse me? Who told you that? We always planned on coming back.
I had no idea. You never returned during those 5 years, so I figured you like it there.
Well, you're partially right. The company insists that you cannot return for the first 2 years. I was looking forward to coming back the 3rd year, but then the pandemic happened and we couldn't go back and forth as we expected. If that didn't happen, we would have returned at least twice a year. So it's been 5 years of never getting the chance to return. But I'm elated to be back.
I had no clue. So, you were actually adamant about returning, huh?
Never thought I'd find out, huh? Is that why you've been treating my daughter like some personal ATM machine in your family maid? I suppose Linda does make a lot more than women her own age. especially you. You figured she didn't have any close relatives. You thought we would never return from Australia. So you proposed to her and got married. That's when you started mistreating her, using her as a maid and making her work and stealing her earnings. You even stole her savings, money she had saved all through school and before marrying you. And to think that your parents were in on it. They had full knowledge of your scheme and supported you wholeheartedly. Shall I go on?
How do you even know all this?
We have our ways.
You didn't seem like caring parents to me. I mean, you met me and my folks online. Remember that? What kind of parents do that?
As I said, the global circumstances were such that we were not able to meet in person. I'm sure you understand. You said so at the time. Don't you remember?
Huh? Yeah, but...
Also about the wedding. We said we'd hold off on that until we returned and the date has not yet been set. Wasn't that what we agreed on?
Huh? Right. Wait.
I didn't realize you were so forgetful, Dan. Maybe we should have waited for the whole marriage itself at least until we had returned. Maybe we should have met face to face beforehand.
Yeah, but...
My daughter will file for divorce. She no longer wants to be your maid. I mean, wife.
Oh, wait a second. You can't do that. Hey, I'll make things right from now on, I assure you. I'll even start looking for a new job, so please, no talk of divorce. Please? The timing is just not right. I have to make a living, you know?
There are other reasons why my daughter wants nothing more to do with you.
What are you talking about?
Paula Connors, 23 years of age, no gainful employment.
Pardon me?
Your mistress. You went to some bar and picked her up, had relations with her for about 6 months.
Where'd you get that information?
Wow, 6 months ago. That was right about the time we submitted the marriage certificate downtown.
What is this?
I guess it was about the time you arrived in Hawaii. I got a message online from your little sweetheart Paula. She said she had dibs on my husband, and that she had just arrived in Hawaii with you and your parents. Nice of her to let me know.
Why the hell did she...
That wasn't all. She kept sending little messages describing her escapades with you all week and even explicit photos. As a matter of fact, she was sending me 3 or 4 photos a day of the two of you lounging around the beach. There was even one of you guys in bed. I obviously didn't reply, but that sort of pissed her off for some reason. And the photos only increased, and some started to get downright raunchy.
No wonder she was going nuts with all those photo shoots. That idiot!
I would appreciate it if you would thank Paula for me. Thank her for the boatload of photos and messages. More than enough evidence for my needs. My lawyer said it was more than enough to institute legal proceedings and claim damages from both of you.
Come on, Linda. Let's talk about this.
I want the divorce, and you're going to give it to me.
But you know I'm unemployed.
That has nothing to do with me. Figure it out yourself. Goodbye, you good-for-nothing creep. After thoroughly going through all the line data, our lawyer initiated legal proceedings against both Dan and Paula. There was ample and irrefutable evidence to prove Linda's case. This Paula apparently thought that Dan was some rich guy and he would cover for her, but when she learned he was unemployed and there wasn't a penny to his name, she turned deathly pale. Obviously, her parents were not able to pay and she ended up borrowing the money and paid it in full. I heard she ended up working as a hostess somewhere. As for Dan, he was ordered to pay all the money he used, including all of her savings. Without a job and his folks on Social Security, the only thing left for Dan and his parents to do was to sell their house and property. And if that wasn't enough, borrow from whoever would offer a loan. Last I heard, the 3 of them were living in a beat-up 1-bedroom apartment down on Market Street. I'm sure they are kicking themselves every night for messing this all up.
Hey, Karen, if you're there, pick up. I just saw that brochure on the kitchen table. That one about the Hawaii trip. What's with that?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb, Karen. It was on the kitchen table this morning. Why did you even pick that up? Did you stop by the travel agency just to get that?
So that means you went into our house without permission. I told you to give me advance notice if you're coming over. How many times do I have to keep telling you? Even if you're my mother-in-law, it doesn't give you the right to just walk in.
Oh, please don't start. Besides, I want to know about this brochure for this Hawaii trip. I want an answer right this minute. What is this?
It's nothing. It's just a brochure. I was shopping downtown and happened to pass by a travel agency and picked up one of their brochures out front. Actually, I didn't even realize it was Hawaii until later. The brochure looked nice is all.
Are you planning on going to Hawaii on vacation? Is that it? We have no plans for any kind of vacation. Then why did you go out of your way to get this brochure? And you leave it on the kitchen table for all to see? You knew I would see it. Are you poking fun at me or something?
Pardon me? I just left it on the table when I came home. You're the one who came into the house without permission. Besides, what's it to you if I grab a brochure or not? Just leave me alone, would you please? Don't freak out just because I picked up a brochure.
It's your fault, Karen. You should have thought about that before bringing such a thing home.
Like I said, Mother, please don't come into our house without permission. Then you would have never seen the brochure. Sheesh.
Don't you dare talk back to me. I'm going to confiscate this brochure if you don't mind. From now on, I will not allow you to bring home such brochures or magazines.
Keep the brochure. I don't care what you do with it.
Hey, Karen. Where'd that brochure for Hawaii go? I saw it on the kitchen table this morning. I was going to look through it later.
Oh, hey, Bob. You're pretty early today. Yeah, the brochure. Your mom confiscated it.
Excuse me? She confiscated it?
Yeah, it seems she got into the house without permission again.
What? Are you serious? I thought I took the extra key from her way back.
I bet you anything that she somehow got hold of Dad's extra key.
Yeah, that's probably it. I better warn Dad about that later on.
Yeah, please do.
I can't believe my mom. Man, I'm glad you left all our important papers at your parents' place and not here. I don't even want to imagine what she would do with them. Dad and I were always worrying what Mom would do next, but I never imagined she would come into our house without permission after warning her countless times.
That she feels that if it's her son's house, it's hers as well.
Yeah, I could just see her saying exactly that. I was hoping we wouldn't have to go ahead with our plans, but maybe I should talk to Dad and get things moving.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you do, let me know ASAP, because I have to give my company some advance notice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are you on your way home?
Yeah, should be home like 30 minutes or so.
Alright. I'll cook up some supper. I was a bit late today too, so nothing special. I heat up some pasta, a little wine perhaps.
Sounds good. Can't wait to see you soon.
Hey, Karen, I got the okay from Dad.
Oh, yeah, roger that.
I need a favor from you, Karen.
Okay, what is it?
Remember the issue about the brochure? You know, when Mom was all worked up over that thing? I think it was a month or so ago.
Yeah, how can I forget? She freaked out over that thing. I told her I just picked it up and we had no plans for a vacation, but she went ballistic and confiscated the darn thing. I couldn't understand why she would go so far.
About that Hawaii trip. Would you mind making plane reservations for that vacation?
Pardon me? Are you saying we're really going to Hawaii?
Yeah, that's right. I figured it would be useful to mislead her. You know, as a part of our little scheme.
What do you mean by misled? Oh, wait, I get it. Because it's Hawaii, huh? You got it. You know it's in Hawaii.
We'll get her to go there herself.
Roger that. Make sure to text me when things really start moving. Got it?
You got it.
I knew it! You guys are planning to go on that Hawaii trip. I just knew. You can't fool me. This will not do. I won't be left behind. How could you go on vacation without me? No way that's happening.
Mother, how could you? My plane ticket? I was just about to go into the terminal when you grabbed the ticket out of my hand and boarded the plane. How could you?
Looks like they were already closing the doors. We're about to take off. Hawaii, here I come. I arrived at the terminal right when you were standing up to board the plane. Lucky me, you were the last aboard. I can't wait to get to Hawaii. I'll have fun on your behalf. See ya.
But...
Oh, wow. Business class. You really know how to splurge. It's a 6-hour flight, so it's going to be comfortable with these wide seats. And the service is going to be wonderful. Hope they serve beef. Maybe I'll have some red wine with that. LOL.
I was going to change my ticket to economy after talking with Bob. He thought it was a little overpriced. I was on my way to talk to the girl at the counter when you showed up out of nowhere. I was going to switch to the evening flight.
Huh? Wait, what?
Hey, Bob, it's your mom. She snatched my plane ticket from me just as I was going to the counter to get a refund. She then ran right through the boarding gate and onto the plane. I didn't have time to downgrade the ticket and get a refund.
Seriously? Alright then. Just cancel and get a refund for Dad and my tickets then.
Way ahead of you. Did it as soon as I realized what was happening.
Good thinking. She'll get there and realize that she's all alone and we'll end up spending a fortune. Won't have any money left to get back. But then again, that's the plan. It'll give us time to check out our new place up north in Maine. I always wanted to live there.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I arrived at Honolulu, but nobody is here. Figured I would check in at the hotel and maybe relax at the beach tomorrow.
Oh, so you're okay being alone then?
Well, Hawaii is like any other state. Everyone speaks English, no problem.
Yeah, I suppose so.
By the way, you made reservations at the Sheraton at Waikiki, right? Reservations are in your name, right?
How do you know that?
I know that Bob and his father are checking in later today, too. I heard you guys talking about it and saw the reservation after reading your email.
That means you went into our house without permission and scrounged through our stuff again. You even looked through my email.
Well, that's because you guys were sneaking around behind my back. That's why I knew you'd be at the airport this morning. I caught you right at the opportune time, snatched that ticket, and hopped on the plane.
Yeah, I was just going to the counter to talk to the attendant.
Yeah, sorry, I had to do it. I had to teach you a lesson. Anyway, you're just a housewife. You don't deserve a nice trip like this. I suggest you stay home and look after the house.
Look after the house. Huh, yeah, whatever. But I have to say, I was a little doubtful that you would actually snatch the ticket from me, but it worked.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Your husband has been married to you for like 20 years, and he was sure it would work. Guess he can read you like a book. I told him it would never work, but I guess I was wrong.
What the hell are you talking about, Karen?
Have fun in Hawaii.
Karen, what are you talking about?
We're headed up to Maine in a few days. We rented a cottage on the lake. Beautiful spot.
When I got to the hotel and went for dinner, my brother was there sitting at the table. What's going on?
Hey, Mom. You there?
Brad,
Where have you been? I thought you were coming here with your father, but I find my brother here. You know we don't get along. Did you know about this? I haven't seen my brother in years. He says he lives here, runs some gift shop over on the other side of the island.
Yeah, of course I knew about it. That's why we tricked you into going there.
Excuse me? You tricked me into coming here?
Mom, what is it that you get out of mistreating Karen all the time? Do you enjoy it?
Huh? What do you mean?
You did the same thing to your son Jim about 4 years ago. Remember when Jim planned that honeymoon with his new bride? You swiped her ticket and insisted that you would go with your son. I remember you saying that such a trip was too good for her, that you would go on her behalf. I mean, come on, Mom. Seriously? Wasn't that the reason Jim wanted nothing to do with you? Isn't that why he moved away? Bet you don't even know where he lives now.
But I was only trying to...
Anyway, Dad knew how you would react and set up this little scheme, and it worked like a charm.
Wait, excuse me. This was all a scheme of some kind?
Yeah, it was a hassle, but it worked out. From this day forward, we, Dad included, have cut family ties with you.
But why? Why, Brad?
Because you treat Karen, my wife, with total disdain, as if she were a maid.
But I was trying to teach her to be a good wife is all.
Yeah, by throwing out her cooking, or purposely messing up the room and demanding that she clean it up. There were countless incidents I could point to, but it would take all day, and I don't have time for that. Did you really think that Dad and I didn't notice? Jim left because of how you treated his wife. Didn't you learn your lesson? We were worried that would escalate so far that maybe someone would get hurt. That's how concerned we were. Well, we contacted your brother, Uncle Bruce, and we explained the whole thing to him. He agreed to take you in. So, that's how you ended up there.
No, please, I can't stay here. Not with Bruce. You know I don't get along with him. I never wanted to see him again. I didn't even know where he lived. I hadn't seen him in years.
That's why we asked him to take care of you from now on, and he agreed.
No, that can't be right.
Bruce is a real disciplinarian. He's one tough cookie. Runs his own business, has numerous employees. This'll be good for you, Mom. You need a little discipline in your life. A little taste of your own medicine. He's actually quite excited about finally teaching his little sister proper manners.
No, this can't be.
We also took this opportunity to move out. This'll probably be the last time we talk. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice knowing you.
Brad, you can't do this. You're my son.
I heard later she was taken to her brother's place on the other side of the island and set up in a small dormitory. The next day, my Uncle Bruce got her started as a store clerk greeting tourists. But as you can imagine, she wasn't actually good at her job. I heard she tried escaping several times, possibly trying to catch a plane back to the mainland, but without any real money, she wasn't able to get very far. Uncle Bruce picked her up, wandering down Waikiki Boulevard. I think she's finally come to the realization that she'll just have to make the best of it. Actually, living in Hawaii doesn't sound that bad.
Samantha, how could you? You've got some explaining to do.
What's your problem?
You're terrible.
I can see that you're upset about something. Would you mind telling me what it is?
Don't make me spell it out for you. You know what you did. I can't believe you could do this to me.
I can't believe you would expect me to know what you're talking about.
He's my fiancé.
He? Who's he?
My fiancé.
Does this fiancé have a name?
I'm talking about Tim, obviously.
Tim?
Tim is my fiancé.
We were supposed to spend our lives together, and now I found out that you introduced Tim to our parents as your fiancé.
How could you be so cruel?
Hold on. Tim has always been my fiancé. What are you talking about? You stole him from me!
I didn't steal him from anybody. He's my fiancé. Are you drunk?
Tim comes by to see me every time I'm at work.
Work? You mean the cafe?
Yeah, the one near the subway station.
He's just dropping off the products the cafe ordered. He's a delivery man.
What?
We both work at the same restaurant supply company. Your restaurant is right along Tim's regular delivery route.
That doesn't change the fact that he comes in to see me. Professional relationships turn into romantic relationships all the time.
Oh, trust me. I know all about that.
What do you mean?
Tim and I both joined the company around the same time, and we started dating a few months later. That was 5 years ago.
5 years?
In other words, since you were still in high school 5 years ago and not working, you had never met Tim when he and I started dating. Got it?
Well, so what you met him before me? Just because you met him first doesn't mean he isn't mine.
You don't get it, do you? I've been dating Tim since way before you ever met him, so how could I possibly have stolen him from you?
No, you don't get it, Samantha. Tim's feelings are for me, not you. You probably tricked him into marrying you. I bet you lied and told him our family was rich or something. You're the worst. Ugh, I feel so bad for Tim.
This is a waste of time.
Excuse me?
I'm not in the mood to entertain your delusions.
You're the one who's deluded.
I hope you come back to reality sooner rather than later. Bye, Olivia.
Hey, don't you run away from me! Samantha, you're gonna pay for stealing Tim from me. $50,000. Pay up.
Huh? What now?
When I told Mom and Dad about what you did, they were furious. Unless you paid me $50,000 and give Tim back to me, they're gonna cut you off.
Unreal. They're taking your side again.
Of course they are. I'm the one telling the truth.
I can't believe my own parents are clueless enough to believe the insane rantings of a deranged lunatic. This is embarrassing.
What's it gonna be, Samantha? You gonna pay or not?
Not a chance. Why would I pay for something I didn't do?
What? What? If you're not gonna pay, then break up with Tim and never speak to me again.
Why would I break up with him? We're getting married.
No, you're not. Do you have any idea how mad Mom and Dad are?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I just don't care.
You'd better start caring.
Whether it's food, clothes, phone, or men, you've been taking what's mine for as long as I can remember, and our parents always took your side. You always told some ridiculous story. They always believed you. And no matter what I said to them, I always ended up getting punished in the end. I'm better off without a family like that. I'm never coming home again.
Really? You're not? Yes! You're gonna give Tim back to me too, right? Oh, now we can get married. Yes, yes, yes! Samantha, how could you? You've got some explaining to do.
Oh boy, here we go again. Wasn't I cut off from the family? Why are you messaging me?
What did you say to Tim? Tim stopped coming to see me. I told everyone at the cafe we're engaged. And a few days later, he stopped coming.
Oh yeah, his old route. He transferred, Olivia.
Transferred?
He's not a delivery driver anymore. He works in the main office.
You did this, didn't you?
Huh?
You got jealous of me and Tim, and you're trying to keep us apart.
Olivia? Do you know what I do at this company? I'm not an executive or anything. I'm just a regular employee. I don't have the power to move people around due to personal vendettas.
Really? If that's true, you must have seduced someone who can.
Are you serious?
I had no idea you were that kind of a woman.
Great, more delusions. Stop having such lucid fantasies about me.
Stop saying such lurid things!
Anyway, I had nothing to do with Tim's transfer. Not to mention, you don't even know Tim's number, do you?
Well,
You've only ever met him when he delivered stuff to the cafe, right? Well, have you ever met him outside of work? You expect me to believe he's your fiancé when you don't have his number and have never met him outside of work. Whatever. Just leave Tim alone.
That's my line. I'm never letting you have Tim. Samantha! How could you? I saw what you posted to Twitter. You're having a wedding? Have you no shame? I don't know how you're threatening Tim into all of this, but I'm gonna put a stop to it. You don't know a thing about love. You'll never have a relationship with Tim like I do. I'm not gonna let this wedding happen. I'm gonna save Tim from you, just you watch. Samantha! How could you? You set me up.
Not you again. What do you mean I set you up?
I was trying to save Tim from a loveless marriage with you. So I stormed into the ceremony and rushed the altar. But when I got there, the bride and groom were two different people. You and Tim weren't there. You went so far as to organize a fake wedding to trick me? You're such a jerk.
Olivia, this is too much, even for you. Tim and I decided to skip the full ceremony and just got wedding pictures taken instead.
Pictures? When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, and we delivered the papers to the courthouse right after, so we're now officially man and wife.
No! You can't do that! Divorce him! Now!
Don't you have more pressing concerns right now, Olivia?
Like what?
You said you stormed into a wedding in progress. Where was this?
Why do I need to tell you? It was your plan.
Again with the delusions. Just tell me where it was.
It was at Wilderberg Ceremony Hall.
Oh, okay. That's the place where you booked our wedding photos.
It is?
So, to summarize, you got the date for a wedding wrong and completely ruined the wedding for whoever had the misfortune of planning it for the day you finally jumped off the deep end.
Wait.
You're in big trouble, Olivia.
Samantha, you better have money. You get ready to send it to me. You really messed up. The couple from the wedding you tricked me into storming into are suing me for the cost of their wedding. They want $50,000. Lucky for you, that's exactly what you owe me for stealing Tim away from me. So send me the money soon. So pay me the $50K and we can call it even. Oh, right. I'll give you the couple's bank account number, so wire it directly to them yourself. Oh, and make it fast. Samantha! How could you? You still haven't wired the $50K? Their lawyer just called me. They're really mad they haven't gotten your payment yet. Ugh, Samantha! You really are the worst. Mom and Dad are mad too, you know. Oh, and hurry up and divorce Tim. Answer me, Samantha! Samantha! How could you? Why did you tell our uncle about everything? He's saying I'm insane. He wants to lock me up in some hospital. All I wanted to do was marry Tim. Why did you have to get in my way? Why is everyone acting like I'm crazy?
I finally got sick of Olivia's endless messages, so I tried calling my uncle on my dad's side to see if there was anything he could do to help. I guess he never had a very good relationship with my dad, and the last they had ever met was 16 years ago at my grandmother's funeral. The call came as a surprise to him, but he heard me out and said he would help. The next time he messaged me, he said he got my parents to sell their house to pay off the couple from the wedding and put my sister in a place where she can get some mental help. I wish I would have asked him for help sooner. We could have saved everyone a lot of grief. Tim and I decided we wanted to put as much distance between us and this family as possible, so we both submitted transfer requests to our company. We ended up going to a regional office near Tim's parents' house. His parents treat me like their own daughter, so it's nice to finally experience what having a real family feels like.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.